Alright everybody, Savannah Heyman here again with Great Starts Dog Training. We are very excited to be talking about our next subject, which is potty training. And I know what many of you are thinking, oh my gosh, I cannot get my puppy to stop peeing in my house. So we're going to touch on that for a little bit and talk about some tips that we can do to help limit the amount of times your dog decides to use the restroom in your house. So, you just brought home your brand new puppy. You are really excited to see, how this journey is gonna go, right? You're tackling everything that's being thrown at you so far. Maybe you're already having a little bit of trouble with the puppy barking, the puppy biting, the nipping, and most of that doesn't bother you too much. But now we're getting into the stage where your dog is deciding that your house is the best possible option for a bathroom. And I don't know about you, but I am not a fan of that. I don't like my own dogs to do it. I don't like when other dogs do it because, one, it's gross, and two, we want them to see our homes as their home, right? So when we think about why our dog is going to the bathroom inside, whether they're a young puppy or, you have a little bit older dog that's deciding that going inside is the cool thing now. It's a little bit of a few things mixed together, and one of those is your dog might not feel that this is, their house. They might feel a little bit, outside. They don't know where their fit is with the family. So when they're dealing with, kind of these insecurities, unknowns, they're uncomfortable, you're going to see a little bit more of the, pottying in the house, at least if they're a little bit older. Or they could just be going through another regression period where they decide that they don't want to go outside anymore and they want to make your life a little difficult. But for this instance, we're going to be focusing on, you've just got a new puppy, you just brought your puppy home, and you're wanting to get them set up on the right track, which kudos to you. That's great. Not everybody does that. You'd be surprised. So one of the very first things that you want to do when you bring your puppy home is get them associated with their potty area. Now, if you live in an apartment, could be a little mutual area, although be very careful to put them in an area that doesn't look like it has a lot of animal fecal matter, because let's face it, not everybody at apartments will pick up after their dogs, and that creates a health hazard for not only the humans, but also the other dogs living there. So be careful of that. But if you own a house, or you're renting a house, or you have a little private yard space that you can use, get your puppy familiar out there, bring your puppy outside, let them sniff, explore, and if they happen to relieve themselves, even if it's just a tiny bit, make a really big deal about it. A really big deal. I'm talking like, lots of pets, be really excited, get that puppy baby voice out, and look like a fool for a little bit, because you want your dog to know that that is exactly what I want you to do. So after you get your dog outside, a little bit more familiar with their space, it is crucial that you do not let your dog, your puppy, roam around the house. Don't do it. Because if your little puppy decides to go sneak off and find a corner, which they're going to be more likely to do to relieve themselves, they're going to do that, and you're not going to know. And the next thing you know, you're walking around, you see either a puddle of pee or a little pile of poop. Well, guess what? That's not the dog's fault. That's our fault. Because we weren't watching the dog. We weren't, paying attention to what they were needing. Because even from a young age, your little puppy is going to display some signs that they need to go to the bathroom. And if we're not with them, they're going to just go. So one of the best things you can do with your brand new puppy is put a leash on them. Put a leash on them in the house. It's a little obnoxious, it's a little tedious, but if you have that leash on your dog, you're going to see if they need to go to the bathroom. You're going to see, okay, it's been about an hour, half hour, depending on how young they are, since the last time you went outside, so let's go outside. And it's really easy for you to get them and get them out there. Or if you have them right by you and they start to go, cut them off, pick them up, get them outside. Let them finish going to the bathroom outside. Then tell them yes. Tell them, good boy, good girl, good puppy, whatever it is. Let them know that that is the spot that you want them to. Us cutting them off and taking them outside, inside, we don't want you to go there. And they're going to start to associate that. Sometimes I get asked questions around, well, every time I let my dog go outside to go to the bathroom, when they come back inside, I give them a treat. Is that good or bad? And really, it's kind of depends. If you are always giving your dog a treat when they go outside every single time and you don't know that, they've gone or not, then you're just reinforcing them to go outside, come inside. They think it's like a fun magic trick, right? Oh, every time I go outside, my owner's going to let me, he's going to give me something good when I come back inside. I don't know why he does it, but it happens every time. So we got to be a little careful with that. You got to be a little conservative with how many times you're giving them that treat and when you're giving them those treats. So if you let your dog out, your puppy out, and they go to the bathroom, good. Give them a treat. Sure, why not? We want to reinforce that good behavior. But if we let our dog outside and, we don't see them going to the bathroom, maybe we stepped away, don't give them the treat. I really wouldn't. Because we don't want them to think it's just because they went outside and then came back inside, which is still good that they came inside, but we don't want them to just, because when they really need to go potty, we don't want it to be a game of, I'm just going to go outside and then I'll come back in. We don't want them to get into that habit. Which leads us to the next good point. So when we let our puppies go outside, keep that leash on them. Don't take the leash off just because you're in your backyard. Don't let them have that free range. When you take your puppy outside to go to the bathroom, you're going to go to a specific corner, go to a specific spot every single time. And when you do that, you're going to keep the leash on and you're going to stand in one spot. You're going to give the puppy the radius of the leash and you're just going to stand there. And if your puppy goes, great. Good puppy, good puppy, good puppy. Make a big deal about it. Throw a party. Get them to realize yes, that's what I want. Go back inside. Potty time is not playtime, right? We're not going potty and then playing. Or we're not even going to ask to go outside and you're just going to play. That's not what it is. So keep that puppy on the leash. When they go, reinforce it. Yes, I want you to do that. Now, if you go out, because, it's about time that your puppy goes, or maybe you've started to teach your puppy to tell you when they got to go by waiting at the door, go out, stand in the spot, give them a minute or two, because again, you're going to see the signs if they're going to go or not. And if they don't go, take them back inside, put them in their kennel, or put them in a playpen. Don't let them just go have free range of the house, because that's when you're going to get the situation of, I just took my dog outside, but then every time we come back inside, they go potty. Why do they do that? So when we bring them inside, we're going to still keep an eye on them. Absolutely. Either put them back in the kennel, put them in the playpen, keep that leash on them with you. Keep an eye on them. And then when you give them about a minute, 30 seconds, it really kind of varies on how old your dog is, take them back outside. And then wait. And then if they go, great, throw a party. If they don't go, go back inside, do it again. Because if we don't catch them when they're going, and we don't give them the opportunity to go outside, then that's on us. It's not on the puppy. And just remember, every dog is going to be different, right? Every puppy is going to be different. Every breed is going to be different. It's just like humans, right? When you're potty training your kid, some kids might pick up the potty training really fast. Other kids, they might take a little bit. Other kids, they might put up a fight and they don't want to go potty, so they're just going to keep pottying in their pants. When you do that with a dog, they could display the same things. Some dogs, they're going to get it really quick. Some dogs, they're going to take a little bit, but they're still going to get it. And then, yes, you will be faced with some dogs at times where they are going to just take a really long time. And you're going to have to watch them like a hawk. You're going to have to really reinforce and follow through with taking them outside on that consistent schedule. And, being very particular about when they have free time, when they're not, you can't observe them all the time. Where are they going to be at? What are you going to be doing? Can you still see them if they happen to start trying to go, and get them outside. It's all these kind of things we got to think about, because the more times we can give our dogs a successful potty, we make a really big deal about it, they're going to want to keep doing that every time. You know, once they start to associate, oh, okay, this is my home, this is my den, this is my family, right? We don't defecate in our den. We don't defecate in our living quarters. We don't do that. You see that from puppies at an incredibly young age. They're going to go out of their sleeping quarters, their living quarters, to use the restroom, or even when they're too young. Their mom stimulates them to go potty, but then their mom also cleans up the mess because they keep the den tidy. So when we get our dogs to associate and get comfortable with our living spaces, coupled with lots of opportunities to go outside to go potty, enforcing like when they go outside, we really like that. It's going to help them pick it up a lot faster. So what do you do if you think that your puppy is getting on their way potty training, you don't have them on a leash, you know, as much anymore, and you kind of give them a little bit more freedom? What do you do if your dog decides to revert back and you start seeing a couple of accidents now and then? First step is, what have you done that could potentially not be meeting their needs, right? Have we lessened the amount of times that we're giving them the opportunity to go outside? Have we, changed something in their routine where it's now throwing them off, and we haven't done our job to reacclimate them to it? We have to kind of do an inner reflection first, and then, okay, is there anything medically going on with the dog? When we first got Coda picked up potty training, relatively quickly, speaking. It was a week or two. But then when she got really good at it, she got really good at telling us when she needed to go outside, we started to notice just little, droplets of pee around the house. And we'd say, what the devil is going on? Like, she's doing great. She's doing fantastic. And then she started to have these issues. The very first thing that you should think about is there anything medically going on with my dog? We took Coda to the vet, and it turned out that she had a little bit of a urinary problem, and she had to get on this special food, and she had to stay on that until everything started to clear up. And then once that was done, she was golden. She stopped having her little accidents in the house. And that's not to say, the excited pee or the very hyper-stimulated pee, right? That's gonna happen with young dogs. Most of the time they will grow out of it, especially when you work on the appropriate way that you enter your house, guests enter your house, how you interact with your dog, how they interact with your dog. That makes a really big impact on the excited peeing. So always check if there's something medically going on. And then if that's cleared, kind of go back to the beginning, right? Give them more opportunities to go potty outside. Don't give them as much free range around the house. Start watching them a little bit more. Put them away when you can't watch them. Don't keep them put away all day. That's not good. But if you just cannot have an eye on them right now, put them away. Put them in an area where they're going to be set up for the most success. Because that's really what it comes down to. Your dog is not going to pee all over the place because they are trying to plot revenge. Most of the time, it's either there's something we're doing that is causing them to kind of regress a little bit, or it's something medically going on that we need to go and get checked out by a vet. So let's kind of recap a little bit. You got your dog, you brought home your brand new puppy, whatever your situation might be, you want them to not have accidents in your house. Give them multiple opportunities to go outside. Make a really big deal when they go outside. If you want to give them a treat when they go outside and they go potty, do it. Be hesitant if you're just giving them a treat every time they go in and out. That can lead to some problems down the road. When your dog goes out to go potty, or your puppy goes out to go potty and they're learning, have that leash on them. Take them to a specific spot in your yard or shared area that they can go and stand there and wait. If you gotta move a couple feet to the left or the right, to keep your puppy sniffing, do that. But ultimately, just wait. Give them a couple minutes. If they don't go, take them back inside, put them in the kennel, put put them in the playpen, keep them attached to your hip, wait about 30 seconds to a minute, whatever you feel might be an appropriate amount of time, take them back out, do it again. Then when they go, make a really big deal about it. If you catch your puppy starting to go in your house, cut them off. You can do that by either, just picking them up, clapping your hands. We're not going to yell because, again, your dog doesn't know what you're saying. They don't know English right now. They are learning. And again, they won't really know English. They're going to pick up cues. They're going to understand certain words. Cut them off, pick them up, get them outside, let them finish going potty outside. When they go potty outside, still reward that. Okay? And then make sure you're cleaning up whatever accidents you have inside with a urine enzyme killing cleaner. If they smell that urine smell, their likelihood of continuing to go in your house is going to stay there because it smells like where they've gone to the restroom. So they're going to be more inclined to go there. And then just give them all of those opportunities to have as much success as possible. It's on us to teach them. It's on us to show them we don't go potty in the house here. We don't go potty in these rooms. When you need to go potty, go outside. Let me know. Have some way that your dog can let you know, whether it's the bells by the door, they sit in a specific spot, whatever it is. Have your dog learn and teach your dog how to communicate that with you. Because if they don't know how to communicate that they need to go, they're just going to find somewhere to do it because they can only hold it for so long. But anyways, that is what I would suggest. If you have a puppy or a dog that is just really struggling with the potty training, or you want to teach your dog how to potty train really quickly, be precise, be consistent, and follow through, okay? And then if you keep all those things in line, you're going to see success. If you don't, and you need some more help, and you're located in the Boise Treasure Valley area, reach out to us here at Great Starts Dog Training, and we would be happy to talk with you, discuss with you, and work out a training program so we can get you and your dog onto some more success. But anyways, that's it for today. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.